Okay, hey you guys. I know that I hadn't really did recaps for Ready to Love Miami season, but I have been watching and it's been pretty interesting. You guys who watch my channel always know that usually outside of the cameras and after the season is when everything usually come out, and we get to see whatever the real or the behind the scenes or whatever folks have to say. And Ready to Love is no exception. Every season is always somebody that got something to say. And hey, I follow all of these guys, and I like to see what's going on with them. And I gotta say, Kay and Swayze, they're doing really good out there. I'm hoping that some of the other couples that came out of this is doing well. Mike and Brandy. But yeah, there was a interesting video that happened last night, and all types of tea was spilled by Lunie and Kadian. And I gotta one thing I will say about Kadian keeps it real. I mean, a lot of people might not like her energy, but the girl is direct, and I can appreciate that. I don't know if it's a Taurus thing, but yeah, we tend to like people that are very straightforward and direct because we're very straightforward and direct. Anywho, yeah, pretty interesting. She talked about both of these ladies, and including one of the gentlemen from the cast jumped on the live to have some conversation about everything that went down on the reunion part 2. So I know I'm going on and on and on. I'm going to let you guys check it out. Pretty interesting. Shout out to Looney. Shout out to Kay. And, there were other people that jumped on the live as well. But without further ado, I'll let you guys check it out. Here you go.
We talking. She told me how, I don't know why Sharice would talk about you and a sugar daddy when we were just in her ex's Rolls Royce and we had his Rolls Royce, all this type. But she talks about that, and then she was like, yeah, because I'm about to go home to my man. I said, who the fuck is your man? Because bitch, I was oblivious to her and Randall. I did not know, right? So I said, who was your man? She said, I said, who, Randall? I said, oh, okay. I said, she's like, hey, you knew this? I said, no, I didn't. She's like, but you knew that we were hanging out. I said, no, I knew that y'all hung out. I said, what made you think that I even knew that y'all hung out? But she was like, yeah. And she came in there trying to hug. Jamala know the story. She came in there trying to hug up on Randall, and I wanted to slap the bitch or something like that to that extent, right? It was about being that way. And listen, Stacey will tell you, I was like, how dare her talk about that when she was just on stage talking about Black excellence. And even when I said, oh, I'll slap these bitches, it wasn't about everybody. It was about Kayla and Sharice, because Kayla went over to Sharice and was like, I'm not going to let her touch you. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw Kayla like, that's my friend. I said, girl, they almost got me up.
But here you go, because you wasn't at the dinner. Was you at the dinner? You was at the dinner.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just so funny how I get all this blame, but let's be clear. Who stood up at the dinner and said that Kayla was over-sexual or whatever? Sharice. Okay.
Said she was a sex kitten to act.
I didn't play all of that. You get what I'm saying? Of course, they go, then they and they put it on there. Let's talk about the getaway. At the getaway, they wanted me and Jamala to drive with Kayla to the getaway.
What?
Oh, but you didn't know that? I got text messages.
No.
I would not drive. Jamala wouldn't drive with her. I'm like, listen, I'm not doing this. Da, 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 da. I'm like, this is when I start becoming privy to what they were doing. But it's just like all of that type of stuff. Like, I don't know if anybody forgets, like, I remember the producer who name start with an S, Moan, S in a Moan. She was in front of us, and she was just like, ask such and such Mike who's his connection. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna double down on it. At the end of the day, I did feel like Brandy was his connection. So I did feel like Kayla knew what the fuck was going on. Like, even when she was like, she called me like four Sundays ago talking about the whole Jamala thing, wanting to know if Jamala and Randall was talking still. And I did not.
Hey,
am I lying? You asked Jamala because a whole group message, and I called Jamala after that, and I said, hey, she was like, I really want to talk to her because I really want to know if they're doing something, if they're back talking. He's been acting different ever since y'all went to that Labor Day. Was that Labor Day? When y'all went to that Labor Day pool party, baby, and Randy's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, called me when I talked to Kayla on that Sunday. She told Swayze on that Friday that she wanted to talk to me. And then that's when that whole thing came about the stomach thing or whatever. And I was just like, listen, I wasn't trying to, and I will own it. Like, I wasn't trying to make it seem like she wasn't a wifey person. I was just saying, in particular to that situation, baby, you seem like playing side chick. But let's be clear. You're the one when me, Swayze, and Sharice came up to the fucking stairs to knock on Samson's door. You was coming out of Brandy and Mike's room at the getaway.
Oh, Lord.
So it's just so funny. Like, then you go and you deal with Randall after the fact. This is why people don't like my mouth, because I'm going to keep.
You know what? I would say so. I would. Ooh, it's so funny because I would say something too, because I do. I'm not going to say it because it's not my business to share, but Kayla clearly is out here just in these streets.
Oh, yeah, she already posted it. When she irritated me, I already said, and you already dating another RTL cast from the next season, bitch. Don't play with me.
That part.
Okay.
And girl, I heard about a whole, it's so funny because you remember, it was a producer I heard about too.
Oh, I don't know about all of that now.
A whole producer got up in them drawers. I'm just like, baby, listen, I don't know. Kayla, Sharice is the one who said it, and at the time I didn't even know because I didn't hang out with Kayla.
Sharice said it, not her best friend.
Yeah, girl. No, I'm talking about at the dinner when Sharice was like, "Oh, Kayla's a sex kitten." I didn't even know how sexual she was, or I was like, "Where'd she get that from?"
And so a lot of people don't even understand how that whole thing happened with me and Sharice. But what happened was Sharice made that comment at the dinner. So you know how they doing green screen, and we were at the table together. So they asked like, "Oh, what was going through your mind when Sharice said that?" And I said verbatim, bitch. This is damn near verbatim. I said, I don't think Sharice meant anything bad about it. I think that Sharice is the type of friend that if you eat a watermelon and you get sick and she sees someone else on the side of the road eating a watermelon, she'd be like, hey, be careful because my friend Kadian got sick from eating a watermelon. Even though I didn't want nobody to know that I got sick from eating a watermelon. And boom, I see her in the green screen room or whatever she's doing her makeup. She's like, hey, I thought, because I had fucked with her and Swayze the night before. I was like, yeah, I left. I'm done. Da, 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 da. So when she see me, she's like, you're such a liar. Why do you play with me so much? And I'm like, girl, you know we arch enemies. Da, 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 da. She was like, what did they ask you in the green screen? I was like, oh, funny enough, they talked about you and they asked me about the Kayla stuff. And then they asked me about how did I feel. And she was like, yeah, Kayla is so sexual because Kayla had sex with a married man and a woman talking about she, remember because y'all had that polygamy conversation.
Yeah.
So why would I know this? Okay, exactly. Okay, exactly. But Katie is just this person. Nah. So boom, I told her, and I was like, yeah, I told them that you said, I told her exactly what I just said about the whole watermelon thing, and she felt some type of way, bitch. So I leave my interview because she's getting her makeup done. By this time, I'm getting my stuff from the interview room.
Right.
So I leave, and me and Swayze meet up. Bitch, this hoe couldn't wait until her interview was done. This hoe on Swayze phone. I can't stand this bitch. So I'm in the phone. I'm like, bitch, where my face at? I'm like, what that shit? Oh, so he put it on speaker. It's her. It's her. She's like, wait, I'm sorry, y'all. I got company at my house too. So he's like, who are you talking about? She's like, your girlfriend. And he's like, huh? She's like, Kayla. Shit, y'all, sorry. Look. She's like,
too damn excited now. Get it together.
I have it on my cup. But she's like, yeah, your girlfriend, she's talking about if I like strawberry pineapples. She said pineapples to him. If something pineapples, da, 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 da. I'm like, that's not even what I said, but okay. She's like, but don't worry, Swayze, because I told the producers that I'm gonna do a facial on you at the getaway, but don't tell anybody. Da, 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 da. I'm like, oh bitch, this how we rolling? Like, bitch, you done been out with me and Swayze from day one. He ain't never been a fucking connection of yours. We've been on fucking group fucking chats. We've been on group 3-way conversations. He ain't never made you seem like it's been nothing more. You get what I'm saying? Nothing. Yeah. I'm just like, we literally hung out after the. So you remember we filmed a beach scene? That was way, way early. Me and Swayze was literally on each other the whole time. I had to lie to her because at that point, that's when she had finally said something about the mic situation. After that.
Listen, I didn't know half of the shit that Kayla was up to. I ain't gonna hold you. I really didn't. I found out certain things about Kayla. Oh, there she go.
Go ahead. Finish it.
But yeah, no, I found out things about Kayla after the fact. Like, I was actually cool with Kayla. I was cool with her because, you know, she is a cool girl. She, like, personally, she's cool. She's a vibe. She has fun. She's, you know, funny from time to time. Like, she's cool. But as I started to get to know her a little bit better, and just stories that I kept hearing from, like,
some type of way because she was hanging with Justice at his party. I'm telling you, out of her mouth to me.
Oh, so
but I never wanted to say something, but when she called me, she was like, yeah, because Lunie, she knows that me and Randall was an item. I don't know this. So clearly, you know, I wouldn't have known this. I wasn't there. She said that you guys hung out.
Yeah.
And that you knew that her and Randall was a situation.
She did tell me that they were dealing with each other after. So.
Exactly. And then she said that she feels like maybe you said something or you did something or whatever.
Me?
And she like, yeah, she brought you up. Because I was like, I don't want to talk about no other girl. I was like, I'm just talking about you and this whole belly situation and over thingy or whatever. And she said that she feel like you start treating her some type of way because you felt some type of way about her hanging with Justice at his club.
Okay, so let me clear that up. I did. But since we're gonna talk about that, let's go all the way. From what I understand, she tried to fuck. Okay, that was what I was told. So if she gonna try to throw me under the bus, like I just all of a sudden just stopped liking her, or I had an issue with her just because she was all over. And yes, she absolutely was all over Justice and right in front of me, at his club, absolutely. But then after that, when we left, she tried to continue that situation further into a sexual type of situation. So that is why I stopped fucking with her. So I don't even know why she's trying to act like
try to portray you as the mean girl. No, I'm not a mean girl. I'm definitely not.
Kay is not the mean. Okay, Kay is not the mean. Let me say something about this too, because Kay is not the mean girl. Kay is direct, which is not a problem. And if you can't handle it, that's your problem. And Kay is honest. Like, and people don't like honesty, and people don't like people who keep it real, and that's boldness. I don't understand why that's not respected instead of looked at some kind of way. And with the chick, I didn't know Kay. I didn't know none of these damn girls. But while I was on the show, to me, with Shakira, I'm an empath, so I feel on people's emotions. So when Shakira was crying, I cared. I wanted to find out what was going on.
Girl, we all were in the lounge like, oh my God.
So, like, nobody knew what.
Girl, but of course they didn't put all of that. I was like literally crying, like whatever, all that type of stuff. The only reason, like I said, I brought it up when Jamala and Mike was having a conversation about Sharice, and no disrespect, I just did not feel like when Sharice made this whole big thing about her and Mike, but of course you guys didn't realize how much of a big thing she made this whole Mike thing and how aggressive he was to her and all this type of stuff. And then they were talking about it, and when I came to sit down, I was the last person at the table. So I said, I don't want to have this conversation. Shakira got up, and then Michael's like, no, sit down. And I said, no, Mike, let her go, because I can understand why she want to leave. But if anybody has a way to stand, and I'm a different person, I am a strong person. So anything that I've been through, I take my pain, I take my story, and I try to help others. That's why I'm here in a college town, and I try to mentor young women. Anything. I will be so honest. I've been pregnant. It's just been so many different things that I've been through, and I will sit here and try to. So when she brought that up, she didn't even tell us her situation. Lunie, do you know her situation in that ladies' lounge? I'm not saying from outside of it. She never said it. It was more of nobody knew. Even when you see Kayla ask, nobody knew. It was just more of us trying to decipher what she meant by that. And so I just assumed that. And I was just like, you know what? If she wants to leave, let her go. But if she do want to talk about it, maybe she will be more suited for it, because she could let you know as a man how to move, especially because she's been in that situation. That was it. And I could have apologized.
Was it?
Huh?
I said, and that literally was it.
That was it. And I would have apologized to her, but I feel like she let production build her up, because I definitely have screenshots from producers when I asked them, hey, is something going on? And is it with me? And they was like, no, this is not that type of show. You're thinking about the wrong show. You know what I'm saying? And I did. I was naive. I gave this a whole thing, because it's Oprah Winfrey Network. Even regardless that she's brought out by a whole different production, Warner Brothers or whatever, I'm thinking this is a safe place. Yep. Everything got into it with somebody. What they said, we're trying to showcase Black excellence and Black love. Really,
please.
really, is that what you're trying to do?
That part.
And then let's be clear. For us, our women, they made us all seem like we was chasing the men. Okay, so when I am vocal and I call these, excuse my language, these niggas out on their bullshit.
That part.
Swayze, like Justice, like Mike, like anybody else, it's like, oh, Katie is being aggressive. No, I'm not being aggressive, but I'm about to call these niggas out because let's be clear, this is not ready for Kadian. So 10 guys weren't picked solely based on my needs. So what is it? And it's just like the dynamics. I didn't know the show.
Yeah, me neither. And it's wild because now going through it, looking back at everything, and just kind of, and then how people are talking now, it's like I don't even understand certain things that people are saying, and again, maybe if that's their reality, I guess that's their reality, but I don't understand why my name is in anybody's mouth, especially Kayla's. Like I'm like, I don't understand that. I don't like for her telling you, oh well, Lunie, stop talking to me because of this, because of the girl. Please. You have other things to worry about other than me, and because I don't be thinking about you. I don't talk about you. I don't think about you. I don't have time for that. But it's just weird because the whole thing.
Well, her conversation, to be in all fairness, when she started the conversation, she was like, because I am a neutral person. Like if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. I have no problem with that. So of course, when she was talking to me, and she was like, yeah, I thought you knew, and I'm like, that me and Randall was talking to each other, and I was like, no, why would I know? She was like, because I thought you were Jamala's friend, so maybe you were just trying to be, I'm like, no, it has nothing to be with me being Jamala's friends. I honestly didn't know that y'all was talking to each other after the show wrapped up. Like, why would I know that? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all wrapped up and we wrapped up and he chose Jamala. So why would I think that? And then she was like, yeah, I wanted to reach out. I'm like, you and her to have a conversation because that's how I am. Forget going through this guy. Let me go to this girl. Let's figure out
all of that.
Every one of us, that's why when I hear it, like all of us had each other's number. Let's talk to BS. We've been in group chats with each other. It's been nothing for anybody to get each other's number. And so when I tell her, she was like, yeah, because some of the ladies like Lunie, and I said, I cut her off. I said, I don't even want to know about anything. I don't want to hear about nothing because I already know somehow or another Kadian name get brought up because I'm gonna speak my truth and I don't want to hear nothing. She was like, no, I was just saying like Lunie just didn't talk to me because I feel like with Justice, but she knew what me and Randall had, and maybe because I was hanging with Justice, and it's nothing like that. I don't see Justice like that. I was just hanging out, and I'm like, oh, okay. Didn't go into detail about it. I don't think Kayla means any harm.
I didn't at first think that Kayla meant any harm, but as I began to see certain things that she was doing, like intentionally to Jamala, and because I'm friends with Jamala, I am overprotective of people I fuck with, but at the same time, I have my own mind. It's not like I'm just gonna not like somebody else just because somebody that's my friend doesn't like them. But I did start to see Kayla moving very, very questionably to me. And things that I just didn't like that she was doing to Jamala that I just felt was very unnecessary. But I also was telling Jamala, I had this conversation with her. I was like, maybe you need to talk to Kayla because maybe there are things that he's saying to her. Like there's gotta be a reason she feels so strongly that she has such a big bond and major bond with this man. Like there has to be something, Jamala. Like maybe he's not being real. I don't know if he's telling you something different and telling her something different. Maybe you just need to have a conversation with Kayla directly. I even told Jamala that as well. And I was going to do the same. But then for me, I was just like, I'm over it. I don't really care. I don't care enough to try to reach out and resolve things. And I don't care enough. And for her to do that in front of me, you only get one time. That's it. You only get one time to show me some fuck shit that you'll do to me because I don't play them type of games. I'm real. I just can't.
So is this after the what was that? Is this after the premiere party when y'all went to the club?
No, this was when was this? Actually, I don't really remember. I know that it was when me and Justice were not talking. Like we weren't on good terms.
still went to the club.
Yes, because I went because Kayla was going. And she was like, oh, come with me. What is this? Hold on. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
What happened?
Oh, Lord. Girl's about to be a party now.
Add Justice right now.
It's about to be a party now.
Yes. How do we add him?
What y'all talking about, man? It's 2:53 in the morning. What y'all talking about?
And we know you're not supposed to.
Live.
You're poking the bear getting on our live this late. You're poking the bear getting on our live this late.
Yeah, but at the same time, at least I'm not talking about anybody else but y'all.
But we talking about everybody else, including. Did you and Kayla have a situation? Were you connecting off camera?
Did me and Kayla have a connection off camera?
Mm-hmm. After the show?
No, I mean, there was no connection off camera. I mean, if it wasn't close on camera, after camera was whatever. I mean,
okay.
What do you mean?
Have a connection, so Lunie.
Well, this is what I'm saying. So again, when you say connection, right? I'm thinking like, all right, I'm connected to this person. Do me and Kayla have a connection the way me and Lunie had? Is that might be a better way to spell it?
At the Hard Rock, grinding her motherfucking ass on your dick, dancing with you.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. In that moment, when you're inside of nightlife, right, and when you're out, right, you weren't there, but I mean, it was a lot going on that night. Yes, Kayla was doing her thing. She was being like, "Hey, I'm twerking. I'm having a good time." But there was some like orchestrated dancing going on that nobody else talks about that a lot of people know. Lunie, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody just do some like ballroom type whatever dancing? And I was just like, yo, what is going on? Like, what is in the air tonight? What's going on? See, Katie, you missed out on all that because you mean as fuck.
No, I'm not mean as fuck. Let me tell you something.
You could have bought Sway. You could have came and chilled and observed. This way you wouldn't have to talk to me about it.
Because me and Sway, listen, and I
not mean.
I will say this, because me and Swayze are in a relationship out of respect for my relationship sometimes, it's just certain things I can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and party with people that I was in a process with. That's just out of respect. That's just me. And, you know, I don't live there, Justice, you know.
Oh, all right. I'm going to go with the don't live here thing. Because that other shit don't make sense to me.
It do make sense.
What you mean?
How that don't make
sense? You wouldn't be having this conversation right now, because you would have, when that bitch came and grind her ass off, and you'd be like, hold up, bitch. So it's
whoa.
All right.
That young lady.
See, that's why.
No, okay. Now, calm your rude down, yeah? Don't you come lying with a rude boy. We talk good talk. There's a lot going. Calm your rude boy down, yeah? The woman, you can't call out her name because the woman was in her situation and how the way she felt. At the end of the day, we all know that her connection was Mike and her connection was Randall, right? No. Accordingly, let's be honest. Those were her connections. What I'm saying is, in the midst of all of that going on, and those connections not surmounting to anything, a normal woman would be like, all right, well, let me see what's up with this. Let me see what's up with that. So in my case, I only can speak for myself. The night that her and Lunie came, what I received wasn't expected, but at the same time, I feel like me and Loon should have been in a different place.
Okay,
all right, here we go. All right, I triggered Loon.
Yeah, you did. Because regardless of what place we were in, but the topic of conversation was...
Loon, you're going to get in trouble doing this. I'm just letting you know what's about to happen.
What?
You're going to get in trouble doing this right here. I'm about to let you know what's about to happen. I'm telling you ahead of time. Go ahead, though.
Okay, that's fine. The issue that...
somebody said that Kayla's in here.
Okay, well, good. Even better. The issue for me with Kayla, that specific day was we were hanging out. We hung out. I didn't have no problem with Kayla. I thought we were cool. and then, mind you, I didn't even want to go. And she was the one who was like, no, come, let's go. I was like, girl, I probably won't even be able to get in. And she was like, no, come on, Justice is gonna get us in, like you telling me what my connection gonna do for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, okay, maybe you know what I'm saying?
Bye, nigga.
You know, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. I guess she knows something I don't know. I guess I don't know. So when we get there and I see the level of interaction between her and him, it was very off-putting to me. Very off-putting. But at the time, again, me and Justice were not on good terms. So it was like, oh, okay, I'm going to just watch. I'm going to sit back and observe, which is, you know, a word you love so much. I'm going to sit back and observe. And that's exactly what I did. And from me observing that and then knowing what happened after, it was like, oh, this girl, she's not my friend. We're not as cool as I thought we were. And from there, I stepped back. I fell back from the situation because I was like, you only show me one time. You only got to show me one time that you're not really for me. And so I'm not. And I backed away from it. But I never said anything bad. I never, you know, was bashing her. It's none of that. I don't have beef with her like that. I just stepped away because I thought we were closer than we obviously were.
All right, so let's say that for instance, I agree with you. You didn't bash. I'm not going to say you bashed because you didn't bash
at all.
But what I'm saying to you is, in that situation, right? I'm gonna give you an example. Kayla came tonight. When she came tonight, she was with someone. She was with someone she's talking to or whatever she got going on. And I respected that. But there's no difference from her coming tonight with the dude or whoever she dealing with. You know, it's not my business. Or the other night. The issue was her reaction to that moment in which you were like, wait a minute. You know what's up, so why you all woo, 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 woo? So at that point, it's up to me, right? It's up to me to be like, yo, all right, I'm gonna be cordial, but at the same time, it's kind of like, damn, the woman I'm trying to be like, woo, ain't even talking to me. She mad at me. Like, what am I supposed to do in that situation? Go ahead, Kadian. Go ahead.
So Kayla was dancing on you tonight in front of Blue? That's what you're saying?
No. Calm down. There you go. Always putting extra spice in the oxtails. All I'm saying to you is this. I didn't say Kayla was doing any. Go ahead.
Not changed. That's not what he said. That it was the same thing, how she was. It was no difference. Like she came.
No, what I'm saying is, no. This is your understanding. Let me help you understand. Maybe I said it wrong. My bad. Maybe I said it wrong. Let me fix it.
Lunie had an issue with her.
We're not talking. We're talking about which. Hold on, one subject at a time. Let's go back to the subject of you saying that the woman was doing that tonight. No, what I'm saying to you is, in my mindset, whether Kayla comes here with a man, whether she coming with you, anybody, my mindset is still the same. Like, hey, how you doing? If she's dancing, okay, dance, and I'm out. Looney's seen that. Because if not, then come on, we wouldn't have been able to continue. If I listen, hear me out. If I was to do, right? It's Looney, this your fault, not mine. If I was to do what LJ and Swayze did, as two niggas going like that on the back of her ass in the club, it would have been different. But listen, I deal with that from television. So both y'all got me fucked up. Excuse my language, everybody.
Up,
no, Kadian, Swayze, your nigga had his leg up too. LJ had his leg up too. And listen, I fucking left. I wasn't even there.
Right, Looney, and I forgot about that. When you said he was jealous about all that other stuff, I forgot.
Hold on, I can't hear you. It's going crazy. What?
You got me rooting for you.
I was drunk.
Hold on, wait a minute. I can't hear the volume. I got who rooting for what?
I was drunk, okay?
You got Justice fucked up. I forgot all about that.
Okay, so let's stop it right here. Hold up, give me a second. Hold up, give me a second. Give me a second. Hold up, give me a second. Let me bring it about.
That's not exploring your connection.
Let me bring it about. It's one of my coworkers. Says, look at these are my reality friends. This is one of my coworkers. She's an ass, but I love her because she's an ass. I mean, obviously you can't get in for free. So,
hi.
Yeah, these are my friends from my reality channel. All right, she's kind of like, get the fuck away from me.
No, wait, what happened?
You know? No, you're just saying hi.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Reverse psychology.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you next week. Huh? You don't only work Fridays. Fridays, they ain't paying enough to be working 3 days. But listen.
We're not
all right, so listen, let's get back. Hold up. Hear me out. Hear me out.
The show ain't real life.
Huh?
I said either way, just no, I agree with what you're saying, but I'm just saying we're talking about in real life.
No, that isn't real life. What are you talking about? Your nigga had his leg up and LJ had his leg up. That's real life. That happened. All I'm saying to you is I was in a position where I could have reacted just like you ladies reacted, but I didn't. And Looney knows I'm like laughing at the situation. You know why? Because I understand when I left that party, right? I already peeped Looney on a vibe. Looney's not a big drinker. She just not. She doesn't drink a lot. She doesn't drink. Like, she's just not. So if you think about it, logically, we get there at 2 o'clock, she get her first drink. By the time she got to that dancing, it was like almost midnight. So that means she had drinks from 2 all the way to 12. And I have to recognize that as a man to be like, yo, that's not really her. When would Lutie grab both ankles and let two men raise their legs behind their and give a nigga a lap dance right in front of you?
Right, we get it.
Y'all got me all the way messed up based on whatever y'all talking about.
Let's be clear. It was only the process that allowed that.
Now it's only the process. Katie, and I'm going to sleep. Like, I gotta go. It was only the process. It was the liquor. Like, no, what are you talking about the process? Lutie wouldn't do that in the process. I promise you. She was drinking.
It was environment, the liquor, and the process. Trust me, in the process, ain't no bitch even having that opportunity to dance with my nigga. Let's be clear.
Bro, say it again. In the what?
In reality, you're not going on dates with multiple people. And in reality,
okay, cool.
As my
okay,
friend.
Cool. But you cannot blame the show. You had the audacity to do what you want to do. When you was acting an ass, you kept yang, and I told you stop. I told you. I said to you stop. I said stop going. I said stop going back there and talking to them people and coming back to me, or I'm gonna tear your ass up. I told you that. Did I not?
No.
So I didn't say you gonna keep going back there and talking to them and coming back. I ain't said that.
No, you talking about
you ain't leave my dinner table from us talking and go talk to somebody else.
Ain't your dinner table, but yes, when Simone called me from the dinner table.
All right, why you gotta call names, Tupac? Chill, Tupac. Chill, Tupac. Chill.
Nah, you doing
Take it easy. Don't be calling the names, bro. They didn't do nothing wrong.
Off camera. Looney, tell them. I went in that ladies' lounge and I said, me and Justice had a great conversation off camera. Yeah. I said, y'all think that me and Justice would have so much that y'all left us? Because remember, any other date, they would make sure that y'all got in separate cars. Yeah. They knew that Justice friction was like this. They let us walk to our cars ourselves. They didn't give a fuck. They said, all right, it's a wrap. Boom. And then we walked and I said, we talked to each other. And I said, you know, if me and Justice would have had this same situation, I feel like it would have been a totally different situation. Did I not say that?
You did. Yeah, no, we had all that conversation and that's cool. Right. But my thing in UK is this. You got a choice to give the energy you want to give, right? You decided to give the energy you wanted to give. Looney decided to give the energy she want to give. I decided to give the energy I want to give. We all people. We all people put in a situation and we trying to understand shit. But what I'm saying to you is, in the midst of that, how biased is the simple fact of some things compared to other things. And then when you start to talk about it and put it all together, you start to understand more, right?
No, because we're talking about the show and we're talking about real life. And we know, because like you said, in real life, because remember, we had our conversation.
That's my problem, though. I never went outside of real life.
In real life, you said you managing what? You doing this, you doing that. You got venues. You not worried about that. You got different business coming up. That was real life. Real life was not getting this measly little fucking check from doing this show. So
measly check from doing the show? Like, you just lost me. Where did you go? Like, where are you right now?
You were trying.
What does measly check doing the show got to do anything with what we talking about? I'm talking about representing. I'm talking about representing yourself. Say hi, everybody. How you guys doing? My people, thank you. All right. So what I'm saying to you is, it was never about the check for the show. What I'm telling you is, everybody got paid from a contract to be on the show. It was never about the money. It was never about clout. It was about what you got inside of you and what are you representing while you on the show.
Okay. Hold on. So Justice, a second. Okay. Let me ask you this, right? Mm-hmm. with this, because I don't even know how we segued to this, because we was talking about
segue. Don't use the word segue, because Katie used that shit and it wasn't a segue. Okay, what was his name? What was the light-skinned nigga name? I forgot his name.
Samson?
No, the other one.
Devin.
This one called me about Devin, talking about that's a segue. It's not a segue. Like,
okay,
what are you talking about?
Let me say this. When I called you that night, okay.
Yeah, but she used the word segue. I use Devin as a segue.
Okay, let her speak. We can't hear both.
No. Stop. All right, so anyway, Lunie, go ahead. What you saying? Segue. It just reminded me of Kayla when she said segue.
Okay.
Since you're here.
When we're doing this show, I'm gonna be very honest. For me, I was not privy to how this worked, right? The only thing that I knew is that just on an elimination day, get his shit together. I had to sit there, right? So
Freddy Krueger. Say hi, Freddy.
I don't want to say we built the whole situation. So when Justice had finished filming, because I had just finished filming, so I wrote him on Instagram. He just started, like he right at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to drive 5, and I said,
Who you talking about? Devin?
No, you.
She's talking about you. We can't hear. You need to put your shit on mute. Go ahead, Kay.
But so I was just calling to build that. So when I call him, obviously we don't have a connection. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, hey, I was like, how did your date go? I know that you had a date or whatever. And then he was like, oh, you don't gotta talk about it. I was like, oh wait, I was just calling because I know I had to send Devin home. So I'm just letting you know, like, hey, you know, same thing I did with other guys. We don't need to name names. Like, hey, like, this is what you need to do, because you know who you need to do it. And I don't care what anybody say. We all want it to stay to the end. That's just that. I don't care how nobody want to make it seem. It was a game. That's how it is. It's a game.
Especially
I called
there for sure. I said, especially when you first got there.
Exactly. You don't even know. So when he gives me all of this, I'm like, oh, I don't got time for all of that. Like, I'm done with it or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's not that I'm trying to be combative, but justice is difficult. Like, just like we see right now, just like he did in his interview. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of dictatorship. And that's just that. You know what I mean? Like, and even when he said, oh, I told you those people. No, that was after the date. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like I said, even like I see Brandy said in her interview, it's like you give this network, you give the platform a certain level of naiveness, because you're feeling like this is Oprah Winfrey Network. They're telling every time, no, we're trying to showcase Black love. Like,
yeah,
only for it to be this.
That part.
And like only for y'all to have me doing it. Like even the scene that they had me last episode with my thigh out, like what was that? It was it served no purpose. Even the backstage, they did not tell us like, hey guys, we're gonna be showing this. We're thinking we're just our spot. It had no reason.
Oh my god, not at all.
Back to the back every
Oh my god.
So we gave the show a certain level of respect, a certain level of naiveness, and that's just what it is.
No, that's absolute facts.
And I'm okay with being the villain. I'm okay with being a bad girl, because guess what? I am very strong. I have not created what I've created this way in life by being a weak-minded person. I've kept it, and I've been able to prevent, like, you know, just do what I needed to do. So I'm okay with that. And I'm gonna call, excuse my language, I'm gonna call niggas out on they bullshit every time. Okay. Just like I did justice with Lunie. And I asked Lunie before. That's what y'all don't see. When y'all think I'm being messy, I turn to him like, you do and she's like, no, you asked him. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, you sure? But I said to her.
And you ask the questions that need to be asked. You know what I'm saying? You ask the questions to be asked.
I'm not dating Devin. I'm not dating Devin that has whatever he want to say about his child with black toenail polish. Zoe was clearly on some bullshit. Once in my own interview, like once I realized Zoe, I won't say who, but somebody told me that Zoe wouldn't let us be his friend on Instagram. So we were talking because we were supposed to be our main connection from the first episode. So when I told him, I'm like, oh, what's your Instagram? And Zoe tell me like, oh no, I really want you to get to know me. I'm not giving out my Instagram. I'm thinking it's only 2 reasons a guy would not give you his Instagram: finances and a woman. Well, guess what? already know Zoe is coming off heavy with the finance. He's telling you about the properties he owns, what he do. He coming in with the Louis Vuitton slides. Oh, baby, I peep all of that because I'm into that. So I peep the Louis Vuitton slides, all of that. So what's the other thing, bitches? Soon as Zoe get off the thing, what you see on his Instagram, exactly what you see now. Bitches ain't now one of them in black. Let's be clear. I called Swayze on his bullshit. Yep, my own nigga. I called him on his fucking bullshit too. Let's be clear. You get what I'm saying? Samson, yeah, Samson is a great guy, but let's be clear. You're not going to tell me that you've been in this process, but you got a girlfriend from
It's bullshit.
Saturday, and by Sunday you said you were in a relationship.
That's bullshit.
Okay.
Nobody's talking about that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That part was crazy to me because I was like,
thinking that the reunion was filmed months after. No, Samson had a girlfriend. We finished filming on Saturday. Samson said he had a girlfriend on Sunday.
On Sunday.
But these are supposed to be the people that I'm supposed to be so interested in.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
We only had 8 guys, really?
That part. And I'm like, is this come back? Oh, he's trying to come back. Oh, this so funny. This funniest shit to me. I ain't even go.
Oh, now just
I had to charge my phone.
Oh, it died.
Yeah, it died. Y'all had 8 guys.
I love the top, Justice. I love your top.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now y'all had 10 guys. I didn't have 8 guys. Y'all had 10 guys. Just like we had 10 girls, right?
No, we didn't. Calvin left and the other guy left.
All right, but eventually somebody leaves because at the end, Calvin and April was talking and they seemed like they was cool. So it's still 10 and 10, right?
We're not.
I mean,
no, I'm saying it's still 10 and 10. Somebody got to go. Whether it was Dominica, whether it was Calvin, whether it was April, whether people got to go, right? It's 10 and 10. We had 10 guys. You didn't get a chance to experience 10 guys because obviously one of those guys, Sean or whoever, didn't make it past enough time for you to experience them.
I never even met Sean.
Exactly. No, you did meet Sean.
I did not meet Sean at all. Never saw.
Well, you met Zoe. We thought you and Zoe was matching. We thought y'all was going to just go to the stars.
Oh, me and Zoe?
No, not you, baby.
Oh, you talking about Kay?
Who else is talking about? We know you didn't talk to Zoe. Kadian had Zoe in the beginning, and it seemed like it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
No,
it was cool
me. Just, I'm gonna call bullshit out, and I called his bullshit out.
You probably did, but you also called my bullshit out, which wasn't bullshit. But in the sense of what you did.
Wait, what bullshit did I call out that wasn't bullshit? I said that you're difficult, and I think we all agree that you are difficult.
Yeah, but I don't want everybody.
We also said that had we probably had our conversation earlier, because like you said, I've been requesting a date with you, it probably would have been a different dynamics between me and you, Justice. But the reality is that just wasn't the case.
It wasn't the case, but but what I'm saying, you're opinionated by what you was experiencing at the time. But when you experience something with me, you have a different opinion. So what I'm saying is, what opinion matters? The opinion that you have before you have the experience with the person, or the opinion that you have that you don't experience a person? Which one weighs more?
I feel like I had 2 different opinions. It wasn't about before and after. I feel like I had a Justice on camera, and you was very strategic with what story you wanted to be told for Justice. Mm-hmm. You were very strategic because, like I said, you were privy to this production world, like you had already stated. So I feel like I had that, and then I feel like I had just off camera when we were talking. So if we're going to call it real, let's keep it real. I had without camera.
I'm listening to you, but you got to say facts. You said I was privy. I've never been on Ready to Love, and I knew nothing about it. My mother did.
I'm not talking about Ready to Love. You told me when we were in the thing, you said CK, because they want me to talk about I can't wear a hat, or I can't dress this way. Talking about, no, I've been here before. I've done this. So, no, you got to tell them. I'm not going to have da-da-da. Correct? Right or wrong? Was it not something?
In that sense, you are correct. You are correct. So
like I said, I've never done anything like this, so I was not privy to certain things. I was not.
Which is fine.
Like I said, you gave us a Justice on camera, and you gave us a different Justice off camera. So, call me what you want, but nigga, you ain't gonna this shit up.
Slow down, shorty. You know,
Yeah, I know.
Tuck your forehead in for a minute, because you also did overwhelmingly way too much. Like, tuck your forehead in for 2 seconds. All I'm saying to you is there was no difference in who I am. It was me handling myself due to what I knew was going to be coming from. You want me to time out? Due to what I knew was coming from y'all.
You were depending on your environment. It's no different. Listen, Kadian at work, if I work a corporate job, Kadian at work isn't going to be the same Kadian twerking on her friends. So like you just said, you knew what you were and you gave a different dynamic. Looney and I could both attest to we got
Looney's not going to agree with you
off camera.
No, Looney's not going to agree with you at this particular moment because I'm right here. And I'm going to tell you why. Looney has experienced things in real life. What I'm saying to you is...
My point.
Right. So what you were giving me wasn't real life because you weren't accustomed to what you're talking about. If I'm accustomed to something, and I understand that this is like, yo, what's up? Like, why are you being so rigid? Why are you being so aggressive? Calm down, Katie. Like, relax. And if you want to go there, let's go. And we did that.
No. Hold up. No, wait, y'all. But wait, y'all. They can't hear. When y'all both talk, it blocks it out, so we can't hear.
Well, you know that's going to happen. So.
But y'all work together now. Damn.
I don't know who we is, but this is what me and Katie in the fuck do. This is what we do because she is like if you look about it, besides me fucking with her walking out of the date, like saying, you know, shoes match the purse, you know.
Oh wait, Justice. Somebody said you don't listen to understand, just to respond.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that whatever somebody says, that's fine. I mean,
think about that.
Well, it's not that I think anything about it, but it's not like I'm not dealing with an environment of that. So I'm just keeping up with the environment with which I'm placed in. So if I say something and the person does that to me, is that same comment coming out? It might not. If it does, then what? Is Katie going to adjust? Are you going to adjust? No. We three have been dealing with each other and talking to each other. Them comments is cool. But, I mean, like, really? Like, all right, Justice does this does that. No disrespect. Love you fans and people that are commenting. I appreciate you for being here.
Little Black Book, what does cha mean? CHAAAI. What does that mean?
Black Book is here?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It means chilling.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just... Okay, let me ask a question now.
It's like 3.
I mean, well, I can ask it to Kay if you sleepy. But overall, would y'all do it again?
I would do it again because I know what I'm getting myself into. So I would be a lot more thingy. And baby, that contract, that pay gotta be a whole lot different.
Hallelujah. Okay, ain't nobody going back into that. You spent more money being on the show than actually getting the damn check from the show. So
right.
That was the money. People keep saying, "Oh, they got money." There is no that little chump change was no money. Right. It was not enough to be trying to be on the show just for that. Like, no, that was not it. So everybody who says that, please, that is not the case, y'all. And I'm like, I don't even know how he went on a tangent. We were talking about Kayla, and then it went to, I don't even know.
You know, your man is justice being justice, and he gets upset. And I'm not gonna say he gets upset, but he loves the fact that I will argue him down. That's the issue. Like that's it. Like, justice say things, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like, you just said that she got a different me. Yeah, she got a different you in real life because you were giving us justice in production life. We know that. Like you said, I said, hey, Justice, well, didn't you say that you did? Yeah, I did say that. Okay, exactly. So you were conducting yourself differently on camera than you were off camera. Whereas our dumbasses who weren't, I'm going to speak for myself, my dumbass that wasn't giving these people this benefit of the doubt, I was just like, oh, like Brittany said, you was kind of scared. They say, ask Mike who's his connection, bitch. I'm like, so Mike, who's your connection? I didn't know. I really didn't understand how they're building this show, like how everything was. Like, let's be clear, Lunie, you knew this. After me and Swayze left, we came to the filming the next day, even within that day, 30 minutes later. But of course, they didn't show any of that. They didn't show our makeup day. It's just like little things like that. Nobody understood why the fuck you like Justice. So now you seem like this desperate bitch. Like, why the fuck you choose him? Clearly, that was the only person you had to choose. That's why you chose him. No, they didn't show any of that because all they were worried about were beating the ratings from last season. I'm going to call it how it is. And just like them people called me and talking about taking my post down with me and Swayze, I said, call your lawyers and I will call mine. Oh, no, because don't think they didn't give me hell about it. But once I seen what they were doing, I'm like, nah, let's go. I got the money. Yeah. I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. Call me. Tell me when you have something that I did that was not in my contract. Let's go.
Damn boy. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because it's, you know, we don't know. Like, people don't understand. We don't know what we're getting into because if you've never been in anything like this and you've never, you know, done a reality show, you don't know how production and producing works. You don't. So you're getting into this and you're kind of like, you know, thinking it's gonna be one thing, and you know, it's a little different than you expect. So it's like, whoa, we don't really know how to react, but it was definitely the main purpose. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of comments. Hold on. Oh, Wiley, he's still in here. Okay, he said it was
baby. He do. Wiley said I ain't find my connection on the other one. I'm trying to find it now.
It says it was a lot going on. Y'all lost about 3 main topics. Let's focus on the elephant in the room and how fine Lunie is. Oh Lord, I didn't even okay. Oh, thank you.
Somebody said Wiley is wildin'. But I agree, bro.
Okay, thank you.
Somebody said Wiley in his shot better than Justice. At least he listens.
Oh. Somebody said once y'all asked him about Kayla, he then chose to point out what he thought y'all were doing. Basically,
yeah, I skipped over that because that's what he did, and I'm not. Yeah, it was just like, what part that you don't understand? You can't say Kayla came and so you telling me Kayla was in front of a dude this time doing exactly what she did to make Lunie feel some type of way? Because my friend, when they come to the club, aren't dancing with my guy friend. Even if me and Lunie go out with Swayze right now and she danced with him, it's gonna be me right there egging it on. So I wouldn't be like,
I wouldn't dare. Are you kidding me?
Like, stop. Even if you do, because I'm doing it. And let's be clear, he wasn't at the white party, but let's be clear, we all was. We was throwing each other hands up like, let's go do this, da da da. It was a process, and it was literally that dancing scene, that white party scene was all of 2 minutes.
Literally.
It was at the end, and they said, hey, if you guys want to do something, 2 minutes. I don't even think we listened to one whole song.
Oh, it wasn't even a whole song. That's why I'm like, they act like we was just cutting up, and I was twerking my ass off the whole night. Like, it was minutes of dancing.
What does that have to do with anything?
But that's what he was upset about. I ain't gonna hold you. That's what he was upset
about. I know that between that and the LJ thing, but it's just like, just stop.
Yeah, he was real. He was not happy about that. And I didn't even remember it. That's why I didn't tell him about it, because I didn't remember it. Like, I was drunk. I didn't think they was really gonna show it, because it was literally 2 minutos. That was it. And it was over.
Then he said, she was doing it in front of you. Okay.
And it wasn't even, but and on that, at that point, I didn't even know you and Swayze was linked up like y'all was linked up. I didn't even know that then. And listen, had I known that,
it doesn't matter. Guess what? I danced with Brandy and Mike. I danced on Randall. It's different process than we saying, hey, let's go out to Hard Rock and go hang out. And that was after the process. That was, you know what I mean? Like, that's totally different.
That part. Somebody talking about, are you single now? Y'all ain't following Kay. You should know.
But I'm single now. First up, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Fucking lying. I know you fucking lying with this shirt off.
What you gonna do? I'm hot. I just came in like
because somebody else had already commented about Justice had to unbutton his shirt and come back, and now you come back with the whole shirt off.
Well, I washed my ass. I got back on live with y'all because I feel like I didn't give a complete thought. On top of that, my phone died.
Okay, what I understood from what Justice said was it didn't matter what Kayla did since he wasn't feeling her like that. He would treat her the same whether she was there with another guy or not. Okay?
But this is the crazy part. Just in relevance to whatever that question is, that literally just happened tonight, and there was no difference.
Oh,
like I was.
person has your back, Justice. They're saying the same thing.
Oh, all right. But I'm just saying, I just literally grabbed her back, gave her a hug, say what's up, it's good to see you. But she like, yo, I got my people here. All right, cool. Like, it's love. Like, it was never a thing. So it's just like, all right.
Nah, that seemed weird. What you mean? She came up to you just to let you know that she had her nigga there? Or she has...
Well, it's not that for her to let me know that she had her dude there. She just responded in a way like, hey, you know, I normally would say, come over, say what's up, bring some girls or whatever, but I'm here with someone. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? She's like, hey, I might stop by. She stopped by, but she was with someone, which is fine. Congratulations, do your thing. There was never a thing.
I don't get it.
Why you don't get it?
I just don't get it. And either way, I don't that's not the I don't
think Looney think that you and Kayla was a thing. I think it was just a mirror. Like, this is not okay with me.
Balls, ass, and I'm out. Somebody said I took a quick shower.
What'd you say? You said balls and ass. What?
No, I'm saying when a man takes a shower to get back on the
and nah, fam, you ain't washing.
Yeah. I was like, yo, that was a quick shower. Hey, bud, happy birthday, bud.
Wait, so I'm just trying to understand something real quick though, because this was where it got all confusing to me personally with Kayla, the whole Kayla situation. Now, you can say whatever you want to say about that, Justice, but you know, and I know that shit wasn't cool.
It wasn't cool. It wasn't cool based on the simple fact that y'all had a connection as friends. Where you go, Kadian?
Well, I thought we did.
Where Kadian go?
I have to pee.
Kadian is so real and raw. I love it.
Got some wet wipes in there.
She said I gotta pee.
If you ain't got no wet wipes, you need to borrow some from Devin.
You know, oh, that was fun. You was wrong for that.
Let me get her now before she comes back.
What he said?
Wait, damn!
I had to pee. I took it long. You bathed more than I took. You took longer to. I took longer to pee than you did to bathe.
That is not a fact.
Ass light skinned nigga.
That is not a fact.
I told you that you take longer than me.
Bro, the way that submarine came back in the telephone.
This whole beef between me and Justice really started because I told him that he take longer than me to get ready.
Okay, wow. These ladies said a mouthful of everything. And yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Let's get the conversation started. One thing I got to say about Kay, she puts it out there. She keeps it real. Looney is too cute. The girl is funny. But, I hope her connection, works out. I keep forgetting that guy's name. But he looks like one of my family members, actually. But I know I'm not related to him at all. But anywho, let me know what you guys think about this. And I wanted to do a reaction video to it because it's pretty interesting, to say the least, of things that we didn't know what was going on. They talked about production and, what was said, what wasn't said, what was cut, what didn't get out, all of that stuff. And yeah, this is what I tend to like to see outside of the cameras, because the cameras are going to edit it for their benefit. But for, the cast member of the show, and, I've talked to several others from previous seasons, sometimes it's not as cracked up as what they're showing us. And it's interesting and, in my opinion, good to hear from them after everything is shut down, over with, the doors are closed, and, everybody done moved on. So, again, shout out to these two ladies, both Looney and Kadian. And again, Kadian and Swayze are so cute. I follow them on Instagram, and I'm enjoying watching their journey outside of the camera. So let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.